Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
And welcome in live to Marauder Field in Flower Mound, Texas. It's the Flower Mound Marcus Marauders and the Hebron Hawks. Championship Sports TV, CSR TV, is live at Marauder Field. The Marauders will take on the visiting Hebron Hawks from over in Carrollton District 6A action here at Marauder Field. Alongside Evan Nemechek. I'm going to say, is that right, Evan? Did I say that right? Give me a thumbs up or not. Nemec? All right. Nemec. Alongside Evan Nemec, Doug Ranch, and to lead it off for the Hebron Hawks here in the top of the first inning against Jack Cushing. It will be the right fielder, Derek Mueller. Again, we welcome you to the broadcast tonight. District 6A action. Both teams come in with a 7-2 district record. Curveball drops in, just a little high to the leadoff hitter, Derek Mueller. Jack Cushing on the season, 3-0. 32 innings pitched. Ball 2 out of the hand of Jack Cushing. Senior right-hander on the mound. Pitch, fastball, called strike. Cushing finds a strike zone. It's a gorgeous night here in Flower Mound. Sun is setting to the west. If we're lucky and the wind blows the right way, we might hear some racing. Here's a two-hopper to the shortstop. Jimmy Glowinski comes up, strong throw to first, and Brendan Venter stretches out, and the first out of the game is retired 6-3 off the bat of the leadoff hitter, Derek Mueller. Evan Alexander, the center fielder, will come to the plate. Michael Newstifter, the shortstop, will be in the on-deck circle for the Hawks. Hawks come in with a 14-5 combined record, 13-4 for the Marauders. Of course, they're both tied at 7-2 in the district, so this game will separate a little bit in the standings. Fastball misses low from Jack Cushing. Right-hander toes the rubber from the windup. Lights have really not come to where they're affecting anything right now, but the second pitch is a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Kind of in that in-between spot of where the sun is affecting the field, which is setting to the west, and then the lights are coming into play and overriding the sun as the curveball is a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Evan Alexander, the center fielder for the Hebron Hawks. Cushing from the windup. Misses down low. Check that. Swing and a miss. And a nice job by the catcher, Matt Bernstein. And the first strikeout of the game for Jack Cushing, who has got 38 so far in his 32 innings. So that's a 1.02 whatever per inning. We'll just say a tick over 1. Michael Newstifter, right-hander committed to Oklahoma State, steps in. Right field, fly ball. This should be an easy play for Nick Miner. He backs up a little far, comes back in. Check that. It's Ashton Easley out there. And with one pitch, Newstifter is retired, fly to right field. When we come back, it'll be the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on as we head to the bottom of the first. Marcus Baseball on CSR TV.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com Facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and Facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship social media.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Back at Marauder Field for the bottom of the first inning. 1-2-3 in the top of the first for Jack Cushing. We head to the bottom of the first. It'll be Ashton Easley, Brendan Venter, and Matt Bernstein for the Marauders. Easley comes to the plate hitting a very portly 3.6 or 368 average from the plate. I guess, would you say that portly? Is that large? That's pretty good. 368. You're portly, Comets. No. So am I, though. We're portly together. If you look at the two of us, we only need one more and we can fill the room. But we are not swimsuit models. First pitch, fastball from Deloach, called strike on Ashton Easley. Deloach was a outstanding freshman last year for this Hebron Hawk team from the mound, along with Travis Stone, Michael Newstifter, number of pitchers for the Hawks. Fouled off right-hand side. This will get out of play. Runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Ashton Easley. Easley digs back in from the right side. Deloach sets up at about a 45-degree angle on the mound, so he's already started essentially towards the plate. Here's the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Zach Deloach and the Hawks as Easley is sent down. Brendan Venter, first baseman tonight, will step in with Matt Bernstein on deck. Again, it's that kind of odd time at night where the lights really have not taken over. The sun just over the treetops in left field. Fastball hits the inside corner for a called strike on the 2-hole hitter, Brendan Venter. Venter will glare out at the mound. Deloach with the windup. Here's the delivery. Curveball hit left field. This is deep to the left field side. It's gone! As Brendan Venter takes the curveball and deposits it in the field next to a cow patty. And the Marcus Marauders are on the board with 1 swing of the bat. And no, I will not verify that there's a cow patty out there. 1 swing of the bat. He's done it once before in this season. A walk-off home run. Venter takes the curveball and says, "See ya later." And it didn't look like he hit it that hard. It didn't like pop off the bat, but well over the left field fence for a home run for the Marauder first baseman, Matt Bernstein. Watches a first pitch ball from Deloach to see if it shakes him up. Curveball in the inside corner. Hasta la vista, baby. Here's a fastball. Misses outside. Runs a count to 2 balls and no strikes on the Marcus Marauder catcher. 1-0 on a Venter home run to left field here early in this one. Deloach down low in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. No harm there, but it runs the count to 3 balls and no strikes. Bernstein will have to see if he is given the opportunity to swing at this one from the Riverboat Gambler. Jeff Sherman down at third base. Over at first, it's, I believe, is that Josh Fuel over at first base? It is. Those are your coaches for tonight that are on the field. Here comes the 3-0. Fastball called strike. Bernstein given the red light. He'll step back in with a favorable count. 3 balls and a strike on the Marauder catcher. Deloach. Pitch. Fastball fouled off right side. Will run the count full to 3-2. And Deloach gets the strikeout of the catcher Bernstein. Alex Jackson, the second baseman, will step to the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. And the Marauders lead it 1-0. Jackson batting .275 on the season from the left side. Defense plays, for the most part, straight up. Curveball inside, little low. Ball 1 on the cleanup hitter, Alex Jackson. Pitch number 2. Fastball misses down low. 2 balls, no strikes on the cleanup hitter, Jackson. 1 run across on the Venter home run to left field. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes on the last 2 batters. Bernstein was retired on a strikeout. We'll see what Alex Jackson can do. As Deloach is very careful with the 4-hole hitter. Wind up and the pitch. Fastball right down. 24.99. Had to think about it for a second, how far it comes. I guess I could say 409 up here. You guys are kind of closer to that. 407, is that it? It's not 409? 407. The cleaner is 409. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Pitch, 2-hopper to second base, fielded by the second baseman, lobs it onto first, and Jackson is retired for 3. So we head to the top of the second inning. 1 run on a hit. No one left on, no errors. It's the Marauders 1, the Hawks nothing. When we come back, it'll be Zach Deloach, Ross Lau, and Austin Stone for Hebron here on CSR TV.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point. So visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Back for the top of the second inning. Marauders lead at 1-0. Due up for the Hawks. It's Deloach, Lau, and Stone. Cushing back on the bump for the Marauders. Behind the plate, his battery mate, Matt Bernstein.
Leading off for the Hawks from the top of the second, number 11, pitcher Zach Deloach.
Deloach, the pitcher, left-hander, hitting in the cleanup spot for the Hebron Hawks. And say hello to the Stars. Fastball up high, misses. A ball and no strikes on the hitter, Deloach, the pitcher of record on the other side for the Hebron Hawks. Cushing from the windup. Fastball, this one's good. Runs the count even to 1-1 as he catches the outside corner. Both teams tied in District 6-6A at 7-2. Cushing goes down low with the slider and misses. 2 balls and a strike on Deloach. Here comes the 2-1. Hit towards third base. This is going to stay fair. Fielded by Dignam. Throw on to first. Just too late to get to it. And Deloach is on with an infield single. First hit off of Cushing, who had a strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out.
Designated hitter number 9, Ross Lowe.
Wow. Oh, Neff. Who did I say? My bad, Ryan Neff. Sorry about that, Ryan, and the Neff family. Bunt attempt from Lau, but he'll let it go as it's outside and wide for a ball. Steve Stone, head coach for the Hawks, going to try to play a little small ball, get a run on the board, and tie this one up here in the top of the second. Lau from the left side. Pitch from Cushing is a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Ryan Neff down at third. Neff is at third base. It's Ryan Neff at third. I don't know. No, wait. I don't know's in center. Let's do that. I'll put some headsets on you. We've got a routine going. Nobody will know what we're doing. Cushing with the delivery. Fastball catches the outside corner. He's ahead in the count now. A ball and 2 strikes on the designated hitter, Ross Lau. Up next, it'll be the coach's son, Austin Stone, for the Hawks. Bernstein sets up outside. Throw on to first and back easily is Deloach. And we'll reset 2 strikes and a ball on the batter, Ross Lau. I know what it says. He plays on my son's team. Trust me, it's Lau. Oh. Austin Stone. Yeah, DHing. Austin Stone's playing second base. Are you trying to mess me up, Kometz? Miss Kometz, come get your husband. He is causing problems tonight. Throw on to first one more time. Venter will just catch and throw right back to Cushing. A ball and 2 strikes on the batter, Lau. From the stretch, Cushing to the belt. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Hit towards second, short dribbler. Fielded by Jackson, booted by Jackson, and everybody's safe. Error on the second baseman, Alex Jackson. And that puts 2 Hawks on board with no outs here in the top of the second inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Lane Moore.
Slow roller. He sat back on it, and it ate him up. And now it's oh, I get it now. Austin Stone's not batting, folks. He's getting DH'd for. Hello, hello, hello. So Lane Moore is up. Austin Stone getting DH'd for. All right, fair enough, guys. I like that. Bunts down. Miss. Throw behind the runner. They got him with a good... Oh, he got in front. Nice try by Bernstein, though, as Glowinky snuck in the backside of the runner at second base, Zach Deloach. I get it now. So that's why they've got them together in the same box. See, these are sneaky people, these Hawks. They think we went to, like, Texas A&M or something. Turns around to bunt. Popped up to the screen. A ball and a strike on Lane Moore, the catcher. Typically, catchers have fairly decent hands to get a bunt down, but that one he got underneath. As Steve Stone tries to put 2 runners into scoring position here with a sacrifice off the bat of Lane Moore. We'll see if they stick with that play. Cushing, they'll square, and Cushing inside move back to first with no throw. Bunts down and fouled off the left-hand side. A ball and 2 strikes. Why am I not getting his email? Oh, and the water comes on. We've got a timeout on the field. Hello, sprinkler system. Will this put the fire out of the Hawks for inning number 2? Where's the appropriate drop for this one, boys? Yeah. Water still on. Water still on. If it stays on much longer, we may have a rain delay. The good thing is it's not on. And there it goes off. Now, the question here is, any ball hit to the right side, does it pick up a little water and make a difficult throw? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will the bunt go to the right side as the official or the umpire, without rain gear, heads back into his spot? You know, it was actually funny if you watch that. One of them came right up under his rear end. Yeah. He was standing right on top of one. He went running out of there like he got hit by lightning. All right, play is going to be back underway momentarily. Cushing from the stretch to the belt. Called time, and that was a strike, but he was given the time by the umpire. Rather late. Cushing from the belt. Here's the pitch. Down low, misses. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, swing and a miss. And a really nice pitch out of the hand of Jack Cushing. Gets out number 1 here in the top of the second. Alec Davis, the third baseman, will come to the plate.
Number 2, Alec Davis.
Cushing, 1 out. 10 spins to second, throw in, and the ball gets away, but not far enough for Deloche to try and advance. As Alex Jackson hustles behind the second base, or the shortstop, let's say, and corrals that one. 1 out, runners on first and second. Deloche and Ross Lau. Although I believe did they run for Lau? No. Fastball misses up high on Davis. Lau down at first, Deloche at second. He reached on an infield hit. Lau reaches on an error by the second baseman, Alex Jackson. Here's the pitch from Cushing. Hit towards Jackson, got a chance to redeem himself. 1 at second, throw on to first, double play. And that'll end the inning on the 4-6-3 double play from the hands of Jackson to Głowenki on to Venter. We head to the bottom of the second inning, and your Marcus Marauders lead it 1-0 here on CSR TV. Back in a moment.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores, 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball, let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is.
For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball, produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Back at Marauder Field, where a nice double play gets the Marauders out of a busy situation in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom of the second. And it'll be Jimmy Glowinky, Jack Dignam, and Bryce Verplank, the DH for the Marauders, who lead it 1-0 off a towering home run in inning number 1 off the bat of the first baseman, Brendan Venter. Glowinky also a player with very good power. First pitch is into the dirt for a ball off the hand of Deloach. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Deloach. Fastball hit towards third. This is going to dribble just foul. Fielded over there at third base by Alec Davis. He'll usher the ball back into the pitcher, Deloach. Raising Cane's prides itself on being a great community partner with the schools and organizations that are within the communities we serve. We're proud sponsors of Marcus Baseball. Come see us at our new location in Flower Mound, 3205 Justin Road, right behind Lowe's. Count runs to 3 balls and a strike on the shortstop, Jimmy Glowinky. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second inning for the Marauders. Here's the pitch from Deloach. Misses outside, and Glowinky on with the walk to start inning number 2 for the Marauders. Jack Dignam, the left fielder, will head to the plate now from the left-hand side. Locker Room Sports is a proud sponsor of Marcus High School Baseball. Locker Room provides custom uniform and high-end equipment for all of your baseball and sporting good needs. Locker Room Sports is located at 1565 West Main Street, Suite 102 in Louisville, or you can visit them on Facebook or on the web at www.lrssportswear.com. Actually, that's lrssportswear.com. Too many S's for me. Anyway. Ball on the batter, Dignam down at first. It's Glowinky. Deloach from the stretch. Throw on to first, and Glowinky slips, but he's able to get the right hand back in before the tag is applied by the first baseman, Jarrett Farley. No relation to Chris. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bunt is offered at, but he pulls back the bat, does Dignam, and takes a ball down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Left to see if Jeff Sherman, head coach of the Marcus Marauders, wants to continue with this strategy. Deloach from the stretch looks in. Dignam will square. Pitch comes. Ball outside. 3-0 now on Dignam. Deloach just not even close to the strike zone with any of these pitches. Dignam steps in, then steps back out. No, that was not an explosion. That was me running my hand across the microphone. Rangers lose tonight to the Houston Astros in the opener at Globe Life Park in Arlington, 5-1. Another spectacular start to the season for your Texas Rangers. Jeff Sherman's going to come out as they're starting to get buildup on of mud from our sprinkler delay on the heel or the foot of the pitcher, Zach DeLoach. Entirely too much fun going on here in the press box. Want to remind you, if you're around the ballpark, concession stand, they've got some great Earl Campbell sausage links wrapped. Fabulous hamburgers, although one was thrown at me earlier. I don't know where it went. Yeah, it was that guy Drew down there threw a hamburger at me. Thank God it didn't have ketchup and mustard, or we would have gone to fisticuffs. Pitch is down low. That's ball 4. First 2 batters have walked. Now in scoring position, it's Glowacki. Down at second. At first, it's Dignam, and the designated hitter, Bryce Verplank, steps up. Verplank hitting .267 on the season. Looks down at the instruction sheet on his wrist. Has the go-ahead from head coach Jeff Sherman, who encourages Glowacki to get a lead. Verplank, 6'5", 210, headed to Oklahoma State, are committed there. He squares to bunt. They do the roll play, throw it into center field, and Glowacki doesn't get up quick enough. To be able to advance to third, as you know Jeff Sherman, he's like a slot machine. The arm never stops moving once a runner gets close. So we'll do it again. They ran the wheel to try and backpick Glowacki. He had nothing to do with it. DeLoach will stare in. Verplank squares. This time gets the curveball down low, misses. Glowacki, there's nobody at second, so he can kind of get all as far out as he wants. And both runners get back as the catcher decides not to throw the baseball down to first. Lane Moore will hold on to it. And the no harm, no foul on the ball in the dirt to the designated hitter, Bryce Verplank. Marauders lead at 1-0, threatening to add to that lead. Verplank from the right-hand side. Corners are up. Here comes the pitch from DeLoach. Verplank drives it into left field on a rope. Rounding third and holding right there is Glowacki. So Verplank not given the RBI, but he does get the base hit, and that'll load him up for the third baseman, Ryan Neff. Two walks and a single. And the Marauders are in business as Steve Stone heads to the mound to visit with his sophomore right-hander. While they do that, we'll pay some bills. Salerno's Italian Restaurant, a family tradition, serving Flower Mound since 1985. We offer rehearsal dinner, birthday, and catering packages. Salerno's, true taste, true Italian. Also visit our sister restaurant, Biseca. That's a new one for me. An Italian steakhouse in Highland Village, specializing in steak, seafood, and much more. A 4-star adventure. What happened to the grotto? Biseca. What did I say? Biseca? Yeah, I used to be in biology. Biseca. Anyway, great food from both Salerno's and, I assume, Biseca. Is that it? Bisteca. Yeah, whatever. All right, Bisteca. What happened to the grotto? Ah, new name. There you go. And what do? Butcher it. That's great for a steakhouse when you butcher the name. Get it? Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Neff takes it. Looks down to head coach Sherman. Gets the sign. Bases are chucked full of Marauders. Infield plays in. Up the middle, they're in medium depth. Here's the pitch. Curveball, fouled off to the fence. And Neff is in an 0-2 hole. It's a good thing I only had to read that once tonight. How does it say it again? Bisteca. Now I can see it, and I can see it now. That's what I get. All right. 0-2. Neff will step out and call time. Down at first, it's Glowinky, reached on a walk. He got to second base when Dignam was walked, and then Bryce Verplank with a hard single to left field between the third baseman and the shortstop, and that'll load the bases up. No outs with a run across in the first. Homer by Venter. Here's the pitch. Misses just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the third baseman, Ryan Neff. Verplank gets to the right shoulder of the first baseman. Healthy lead at second by Dignam. And down at third, Glowinky stays fairly close to the bag. Here's the pitch. Curveball just misses. Had a late break on it, but it took it out of the zone. Evens the count at 2-2. Nowhere to put Ryan Neff, so DeLoach is going to have to come with something here. This should be a hitter's pitch. Setting up outside is the catcher. Here's the pitch. Curveball, got him swinging. Neff goes down for the first out of the inning on a strikeout. That's the third strikeout for the pitcher, Zach DeLoach. And a very dangerous hitter, Nick Miner. Been very hot. Numerous home runs already on the season off the bat of Nick Miner, hitting .343. Second best average in the lineup out of the 9-hole. Miner from the right side. Look off speed here. Curveball drops in for a strike. Too bad he's not listening to the broadcast. That could have been over the left field fence if he knew that was coming. Same pitch that Brendan Venter sent out in the pasture. No balls on a strike. Fastball misses wide right. Evens the count at 1-1. Bases are loaded. Glowinky, Dignam, and Verplank third to first, respectively. On the mound, Zach DeLoach. And the Marauders are staked to a 1-0 lead. The bottom of the second inning. From the belt. DeLoach with the wind and the pitch. Curveball misses outside. 2 balls and a strike on the center fielder, Nick Miner. Loach from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Miner. Fastball misses outside. 3 balls and a strike on the Marauder center fielder. Nowhere to put him. DeLoach has got to come to him here. The question is, does he bring that same curveball that got Neff in the at-bat before this one? He was successful with it, but very dangerous hitter in Nick Miner. 3 balls and a strike from the stretch. DeLoach peers in. He's got the sign from the catcher. Here's the pitch. Hit towards second. This could be 2 up the middle. Stone on to Newstifter, and Newstifter is wide of the base, and a run will score. Took way too long to get rid of that one. Easily reaches on the fielder's choice. Or check that. Miner reaches on the fielder's choice. Across with the run is Glowinky. Dignam is put out 4-3 at second. Or check that. That's Verplank as Dignam goes down to third. Bryce Verplank was retired 4-3. So 2 outs now. Runners at first and third. Miner with good speed at first. Look for him to take off at any point with Ashton Easley at the plate, who handles the bat well. Curveball misses down low. DeLoach has struggled to throw strikes. A ball and no strikes on the Marauder right fielder. He struck out in the first. And I'm not thinking DeLoach wants to get to Venter here in the top or the bottom of the second. Runner goes. Nope, he stops. He'll go back. Minor had a good break, but scurries back to first base. 2 balls and no strikes on the leadoff hitter, Ashton Easley. DeLoach will come to the plate. There goes Minor. Hits behind him. Perfect hit and run. Can he beat it out? He hurries and Stone bobbles it. Going to third now, and everybody's safe. Heads up running by Nick Minor. And another run across on an error by the second baseman, Austin Stone. So Dignam comes home to score. Easley will reach on the E4, and he is down at first base, and there's another guy with speed at first, and can they take away the play at second base here? Moving Easley along. And Venter, who had a deep home run to left field in the first inning, has 2 ducks on the pond. Rather fast paddlers, I might add. Venter, the big goose, at home plate. Can he chase the Ducks home? Here's the pitch. Fastball. That's the one he wanted. Called strike right down the pipe. DeLoach rang up Uber and got a ride down $24.99 right there. Venter sitting, waiting for that curveball one more time. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Popped up to the second baseman. The pitcher's going to give way to the first baseman, who makes the play, and that'll end the inning on an infield flyout by Brendan Venter. So the Marauders are able to plate 2. They lead it now 3-0. 1 hit, 3 runs across, and an error on the inning. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. The Marauders lead it 3-0 here on CSR TV.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334, or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
We head to the top of the 3rd inning. 3-0 score as the Marauders lead it. Jack Cushing back on the bump for the Marauders, and to the plate, Jarrett Farley, no relation to Chris. Pitch from Cushing. Hit towards third. Glowanke picks it up, throws on to first, and out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Ben Marsh heads to the plate.
Number 14, Ben Marsh.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I saw number... I can't be right. We'll have to check that. Thought I saw number 1 on the back of the catcher, but I know that's not right. As Cushing misses up high with a fastball. A ball and no strikes on the 9-hole hitter, Ben Marsh, playing left field. Here's the pitch from Cushing. Curveball misses up high. No balls, or check that. 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter. Cushing from the windup with a 3-run lead here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Right down Broadway for a called strike on Ben Marsh. Swing and a miss. Runs the count even at 2-2. On the left fielder, Ben Marsh. Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to ask? No. That'll run the count full. 3-2. Bernstein thought the batter had crossed the plate, but not to be. Marsh stands in. Here's the pitch from Cushing. Fastball, strike 3 call. And that is strikeout number 3 for Cushing. As we head back to the top of the order with 2 outs in the top of the third, Derek Mueller, the right fielder. Mueller was erased by Jimmy Glowinky to Brendan Venter in the first. Here's the pitch from Cushing. Fouled off the plate and off the batter. Dead ball. Strike 1 on Mueller. Oh, 1 curveball. Got him. Looking for strike 2. Nice pitch from Cushing. Cushing undefeated on the season with a 3-0 record. He's got a .082 ERA. Outstanding pitching from the senior right-hander, headed to Georgetown University. Here's the pitch. Hit. Nubber over to Jackson at second. He'll throw on to first. Pulls Venter off the bag, but he makes the tag. And it's 3 up, 3 down again for the Marauders here in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Bernstein, Jackson, and Glowinky when we come back on CSR TV.
Conditions can be fixed, but many of us don't know we have a problem until it's too late. On April 2nd, 2009, Zachary Schroff, a 16-year-old sophomore offensive lineman, died of sudden cardiac arrest, the #1 cause of death among student athletes. Like so many SCA victims, Zach had no heart issues, nor did anyone in his family. If Zach had an echocardiogram, he might have been able to avoid suffering a condition that takes 10,000 of our youth each year. In his memory, Living for Zachary was formed to try and prevent SCA from taking the lives of youth everywhere. Join in the fight today and stop the silent killer of SCA by scheduling your young athlete for an echocardiogram, a procedure that can detect any heart issue with 99% accuracy. For more information, visit www.livingforzachary.org. That's living4zachary.org, and let your heart be heard.
Just the other day, and it was so hot outside.
We head to the bottom of the third inning. Marauders lead it 3-0, and catcher Matt Bernstein heads to the plate. Bernstein struck out in the first. On the mound for the Hawks, it's the pitcher, Zach Deloach. I guess I could have said it was the catcher, Zach Deloach, and that would have really thrown everybody. 1 hopper to third, fielded at third, throw on to first, and 1 pitch retires Matt Bernstein. 5-3 on the putout for the Hawks and Zach Deloach. Jimmy Glowinky, the shortstop, will step in. He walked in the second and scored a run. Oh, check that. It's Alex Jackson. I went ahead 1. Jackson grounded out 4-3. Pitch from Deloach. It's a changeup that Jackson swings through for strike 1. Nice tail on that one as it came to the outside of the plate. The off-speed pitch. Jackson hitting .275 before the game. Takes a ball outside. Three nothing. Venter with a first inning home run and then a couple of runs in the second. Glowenke and Dignam. Down low, misses with the fastball. 2 balls and a strike on the second baseman, Alex Jackson. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled off. And it missed everything. Two balls, 2 strikes on Jackson. Hit it into the gap. First baseman can't get there, and Jackson's got a base hit single to right field. Up next, the shortstop, Jimmy Glowenke. Glowenke walked and scored in the second inning. Jackson with plus speed down at first. We'll have to see if Jeff Sherman puts the runner in motion with a little hit and run with good bat. Glowenke at the plate.
Number 18, Jimmy Glowenke.
Glowenke's got a couple dingers on the season, if I recall. He's got 3, actually, the trifecta. Only a sophomore. Could be, from what I understand, a freshman. So very impressive baseball player in Glowenke. As 2 more years after this one here at Flower Mound, you'll get to see a lot of him. DeLoach from the stretch. Curveball drops in for a strike. Gets ahead of the shortstop, Glowenke. 3-0 Marcus. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Down at first, Alex Jackson, who singled to right. 3-step lead. Throw over to first. Jackson back easily. Pitch, curveball, strike called. Glowenke now down 0-2 in the count. No balls, 2 strikes on Glowenke. They'll set up wide right. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Ooh, not outside enough as Glowenke is rung up on the called strike. 2 outs now in the inning, and it's Jack Dignam to the plate. Dignam also walked and scored in inning number 2. Somebody call the fire department. Just kidding. They're cooking. The grill is flaming up. Pitch down low. Runner will stay put, Jackson. And it's ball 1 to Jack Dignam. Huge flames down there. I'm going to assume that means you're going to have well-done burgers. Pitch from DeLoach on its way. Inside, misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Jack Dignam has not seen a strike from Zach DeLoach tonight. DeLoach from the left-hand side. Throw over to first, and Jackson back in easily. Friday night baseball in the state of Texas. 6-6A action here from Marauder Field. Doug Branch along with Evan Nemick running the camera. Runner goes. Throw down to second is going to be in time, but will the tag get there? Negative. Ball dropped by Newstifter. So Jackson swipes the base. First stolen base of the night for the Marauders. And the pitch was a ball, so Jack Dignam has still yet to see a strike. Oh, nope, they did call it a strike. 2-1. My mistake, as the umpire holds up a 1. 2 balls and a strike. Runner down at second is Jackson. Here's the pitch. Curveball inside. Did it hit him? No, did not. Dignam pulled the foot out of the way. Not sure I would have done that. But he wants to hit, not just get on base. Up next, if Dignam reaches, Bryce Verplank, who singled and then was put out on a forced play at second base in the second inning. Plank's bat starting to heat up a little bit. A little bit. He's got the only hit other than Venter's home run. Dignam from the left side. Here comes the right-hander DeLoach. Couple appears to second. Pitch, fastball. Hit, base, right to the first baseman, excuse me. Steps on the bag, and the Hawks are out of the inning. It goes 3 unassisted. So we had a hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 man left on. We head to the top of the 4th. The Marauders lead it 4-0 here on CSR TV.
All the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Take me out to the ball game.
As we head to the top of the 4th inning here at Marauder Field, it's Evan Alexander, Michael Newstifter, and Zach DeLoach for the Hebron Hawks, who trail 3-0 here to the Marcus Marauders. Doug Branch along with Evan Nemick. Jack Cushing on the mound so far, throwing a doozy. First pitch is wide left. A ball to the number 2 hole hitter, Alexander, who struck out in the first inning. Two balls, no strikes on the batter. Cushing behind in the count. Wind up, fastball called a ball. I'd have to say I disagree, but I don't have a black shirt, a mask, or the authority to call balls and strikes. Here's the pitch, fastball. This is a strike. 3 balls and a strike on Alexander, the center fielder for the Hawks. Down in the count, Cushing delivers. Ball's nubbed. He's got it. He'll play the throw on to first base. And easily retired is Alexander, 1-3. First out of the inning for the Marauders, and Michael Newstifter, the shortstop, heads to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop, number 16, Michael Newstifter.
Newstifter, 1 pitch, 1 out, fly to right field in the first inning. We're in the top of the 4th. Fastball misses down low. Here's the 1-0. towards third. One hop fielded by Neff. He'll throw on to first, and Newstifter is retired. 3 pitches, 2 of them have been outs. 5-3 on the putout, 2 outs, and Deloach, the pitcher, will head to the plate for the Hawks.
Now batting number 11, pitcher, Zach DeLoach.
Cushing will deliver. This is hit into the gap. It's going to get down for extra base hit. Rounding first, headed to second, Deloach. Throw's going to come in, and he'll be there, sliding for a double. Off the pitch from Jack Cushing. So into second base, Deloach with a sliding double. Nice piece of hitting by the opposing pitcher, and Ross Lau. Lau to the plate.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 9, Ross Lau.
Very, very nice by Dave Host, our PA announcer. House. That's what we'll do. Cushing misses just outside. Ross Lau got on, error by the second baseman Jackson. He was erased on a double play. A nice play, Jackson to Glowenke and on to Venter at first in the second inning. They did substitute run for the pitcher. We'll get that for you in a moment. Throw to second. Did we get the runner at second, by the way? 11? Number 11. Oh, it's Deloach. I thought they ran for him. Ah. It's Deloach. So that would be Roush instead of Roach. Deloach down at second on the double. At the plate, it's Ross Lau. 2 outs. And we have a ball on him, but apparently the scoreboard operator is behind. Here's a hit towards second. Fielded. Nope. Through Jackson. This is going to bring home a run. Lau's going to go to second. Will he get there? Throw in, and he's out at second base. But the run is across on the error by the second baseman. So we've got, we're through the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, the double. 1 error, and nobody left on as Lau is retired at second. And I believe that went 9-6. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score now 3-1. Marcus back in a moment on CSR TV.
We're proud supporters of Marcus Baseball. Come see us at our new location in Florida.
Tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Back at Marauder Field in Flower Mound, where the Hebron Hawks have pushed across a run, top of the 4th inning. It'll be Bryce Verplank. Ryan Neff and Nick Miner for the Marauders as they try and equalize and get that run back. Check that. It'll be Drew Jackson on deck hitting for Ryan Neff. So Verplank, who singled, Watches the curveball drop in for a strike out of the hand of Austin DeLoach, and the ball heads over his head towards the second baseman, Stone, who will throw it about the same way he throws the ball to first base, back to the pitcher with a little lob. One run across in the top of the fourth inning. And repete, s'il vous plaît. Maybe he should roll it back like a bowling ball. Ah, so neither one of them from behind the plate can get it there. Very interesting. DeLoach is a ghost on the mound. No balls and a strike on the DH, Bryce Verplank, who singled in the second inning. DeLoach, curveball, misses outside. My guess is they're going to pepper Bryce Verplank with that off-speed stuff because he laced a single with a fastball. We'll see what he gets here. Curveball up high, misses. So far, 3 pitches, 3 curveballs from Zach DeLoach. Verplank headed to Oklahoma State. Fouls this one off. It was a low pitch. May have been ball 4, but he offers at it and runs the count even. Scores from around the area. As this one is high in the air. Newstifter will range under it, and it's a down on the ground. Gives up on it. Stone not ready for it, and I guess you got to call that an error because it hit him. So Verplank is on error on the second baseman. Should probably be on the shortstop for quitting on it, but Verplank is on. Leadoff hitter on base. Top of the 5th inning, Allen and Plano are tied at 1. Top of the 3rd, Plano West leads Plano East 8-3. And in the bottom of the 4th, Flower Mound leads Boyd 3-0. Not sure what we've got. We've got a change here as Drew Jackson is in to hit for Ryan Neff. And those were scores from 6-6A. In 7-6A, Trinity in the top of the 6th leads Carroll 1-0. LD Bell trails Colleyville Heritage in the bottom of the 5th 6-3. And Richland gets by Coppell. The Cowboys lose 7-5. Coppell had 3 errors that led to 2 Richland runs. 2 Richland errors led to 2 Coppell runs. So there's your update from District 6A and 7-6A. Jackson goes to bunt, offers at a very high pitch and misses it. Strike 1 on the pinch hitter for the Marcus Marauders. No balls and a strike. Jackson will dig back in from the left side. Nice lead at first base. Verplank with decent speed. Here's the pitch. He'll go. Nope, he stops. Inside fastball, misses, runs the count even to 1-1. Cat and mouse game with Jeff Sherman, Bryce Verplank over at first base, trying to get the attention of the pitcher and catcher, DeLoach, and Lane Moore. And I'll tell you what, these gray jerseys that the Hawks wear with dark blue lettering, trimmed in white or gray, are awfully hard to see. Or I'm just blind. There you go. Down low, gets away. Verplank spots it quickly, and he's down to second. Easily, nice piece of running by the designated hitter, Vice Verplank, on the wild pitch or pass ball. Wild pitch out of the hand of the pitcher, Zach DeLoach. Now you got me saying DeLoach. What was that? I didn't hear that one. Jackson with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Taken all day. He doesn't want to call time. Here comes the pitch from DeLoach. Right-hander offers. Offers at the bunt. It hit him. They're going to send Verplank back, I believe, to second base. And they will. Oh, they say it didn't hit him. And now Stone's headed out. Well, we've got it would be 3-1. If it didn't hit him, then he's got to come back to home plate, and Verplank should be able to stay at third. If it hit him, Verplank has to go back to second because it's not a walk yet. Oh, I see. They're saying that he swung. He was trying to get it on the swing. That he offered at the ball. I got to believe it hit, or well, no, wait. If he doesn't offer at it, then it's a ball and it's a 3-1 count. Am I wrong? So if it hit him, then it's a dead ball, and Verplank's got to go back to second. So umpires are doing a pretty poor job of managing this situation, and now they're sending Verplank back. So it was apparently a hit by pitch on Jackson. Verplank heads back to second. We still have no outs, and Nick Miner to the plate. Miner reached on a fielder's choice that erased Bryce Verplank in the second inning, but did plate a run, gave him an RBI. Officials now have half the crowd all over their backs like a hung monkey. Pitch is wide outside. Miner will dig in from the right side. Pitch from DeLoach. Gets down the bunt. Right back to the pitcher. No play at third. Bobbles the ball. Throws on to first. And they get Miner on the force out. So another fielder's choice. Or check that. Miner erased by the pitcher 1-3. That'll go as a sacrifice as it moves the runners up 90 feet. So Verplank now down at third. Jackson, who hit for Neff, down at second base. And Ashton Easley back at the top of the lineup will bat. And that scary guy is on deck. Brendan Venter. Has nothing to do with monkeys. They play the infield in to try and erase the run at the plate. Pitch down low. Easley takes the ball out of the hand of the sophomore, Zach DeLoach. Hey, hey. Next inning, we'll do some Harry Carey for you. DeLoach offering. Swing and a miss. Kind of a very tentative swing by Ashton Easley. Evens a count at 1-1. Infield in says the hitter should have about 200 points added to his batting average. 368 would make Ashton Easley a 568 batter in this circumstance. If he can get the bat on the ball, should plate Bryce Verplank. Here's the pitch from DeLoach. Fouled off right-hand side into the net. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes on Ashton Easley as it's very nicely cooled down here in Flower Mound. The flag in center field is dead limp. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Easley. Infield still up to try and cut the run off at the plate. Here's the pitch from Deloach. Curveball misses outside. Good eye by Easley to lay off that one. Although he does have a lot of room between first and second base. A Texas leaguer would be called for right here. Two pitch. Curveball, right field. This is a line drive. It's going to hit. Verplank tags. He's coming home. Here's the throw. He'll score. And a nice job by Easley to drive home the run. Line out to right field, but the run will score. Moving up 90 feet is Drew Jackson. And Brendan Venter, who homered in the first inning, comes to the plate. Always dangerous.
Now that is first baseman number 9, Brendan Venter.
Venter, the big first baseman, had a game-winning homer, a walk-off style, earlier in this season. First inning, hit a bomb to left field. Deloach will deliver and miss on the outside as he's going to be very careful pitching to the big right-hander. Pitch 2. Curveball. See ya! Deep to left field. This one is gone. Home run number 2. Throwing the curveball on the inside. Venter turns. And like that, it's a 2-run bomb. Second home run on the night for Venter. And now 3 runs across in the equalizer for the Marauders, as they now lead it 6-1. And Matt Bernstein comes to the plate.
Now that is the pitcher, number 17, Matt Bernstein.
Another cow patty shot by Brendan Venter. They brought back the first ball, and its color had changed. Pitch from Deloach. Fastball misses outside. Actually looked like it may have been a riding slider. Bernstein struck out in the first, grounded out to the third baseman in the third. Marauders have broke it open here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball, outside corner, called strike on the catcher, Matt Bernstein. Came into the night at 306. Will drop a little bit there after a strikeout and a ground out. If he can get a hit here, that'll help his cause. Fastball misses outside. Ahead in the count now, 2 balls and a strike. The catcher, Matt Bernstein. To the pitcher. This should do it, as Deloach underhands it to the first baseman in the third out of the inning as it goes 1-3. So 2 times the pitcher was able to help himself, but 1 time he's not. 1 hit, 3 runs, and it's a big hit, a home run off of Brendan Venter's bat. 1 error, and nobody left on. We head to the top of the 5th inning. 6-1 Marauders here on CSR TV.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores. 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting. It's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need Stacky, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball, produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports, send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
As we head to the top of the fifth inning, 6-1, Marauder lead. Lane Moore, the catcher, will stand in. Jack Cushing still throwing a gem on the mound for the Marauders. Fly ball. Glowinky ranges underneath, and one pitch, one out for Jack Cushing. Seems like he's done that numerous times tonight. As Moore is retired.
Now batting third baseman number 2, Alec Davis.
The third baseman, Alec Davis, to step in for Hebron. Fastball for a called strike. Down low, ball evens the count at 1-1. Cushing with the delivery. Fouled off right side. Cushing now ahead in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off at the plate. Keeps the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital Flower Mound is your community hospital. The hospital is ranked number 1 as best place to work by Modern Healthcare in 2013 and voted the best place to have a baby in Denton County by Child's Magazine. Texas Health Flower Mound has a fully equipped emergency room with state-of-the-art diagnostic technology and on-site labs. The facility is a full-service facility. Count runs even at 2-2. Flower Mound is committed, or Texas Healthcare Flower Mound is committed to taking care of your family's needs. To find out more information about the facility and to find a physician, go to www.texashealthflowermound.com. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the batter, Alec Davis. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging. Strike 3. Jarrett Farley will come to the plate for the Hawks.
Now batting first baseman number 24, Jarrett Farley.
Top of the 5th inning, 6-1, Marauder lead. Cushing on the bump. Looked like he was going to hit the batter, but he ducked out of the way. It's ball 1 inside. Able Communications is communicating information, connects your business. Transporting information is their business. For over 20 years, Able Communications has helped businesses connect with commerce by providing secure and reliable solutions for their communication needs. Let us help you stay connected. Able Communications, connecting companies, connecting you. There's Jack Cushing, just missing on connecting with a strike. 2 balls and a strike now on Jarrett Farley, the first baseman. Grounded out to the shortstop, Glowinky. He takes the ball inside. It'll run the count to 3 balls and a strike. Paul, 2 hops. Glowenke fields, throws on to first. Got him. So once again, a 6-3 put out on Jarrett Farley. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. 6-1 Marauders. You're watching Marcus Marauder Baseball on CSR TV.
Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
Point of Origin Design is your one-stop shop for all your apparel, promotional, event, or team uniform needs. Point of Origin Design is a full-service design and logo creation company that offers a wide variety of imprintable and embroidered products. With competitive pricing and quality work, you can't go wrong with Point of Origin Design. It's always best to start at the right point. So visit them online at pointoforigindesign.com. Let them help you plan your next promotional item or design your next t-shirt. That's online at pointoforigindesign.com.
Heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-1 Marauders. Alex Jackson, Jimmy Glowenke, and Jack Dignam do up for the Marauders here in the bottom of the 5th.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Marauders, second baseman, number 8, Alex Jackson.
Jackson on the night. A single and a ground out to the second baseman. 1 of 2. This is his 3rd at bat. Takes a ball. From the left-hand side, Jackson singled through the second first base gap right there. This time, the first baseman over will make the play on to first to the pitcher covering, Deloach, and 3-1, Jackson is retired. Jimmy Glowenke. Glowenke hitless tonight. Did walk and score in the second. Struck out in the third. Looking.
Now batting shortstop, number 18, Jimmy Glowenke.
Glowenke from the right side. Deloach with the delivery. Fastball. Called strike. Deloach does not look to have lost any of his velocity, although he has not been necessarily good with the curveball, throwing it for a strike. This is a fastball down low, evens the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Curveball down low, misses again. 2 balls and a strike on the shortstop, Glowenke. Only a sophomore. Got the nod at the beginning of the season, and he's been outstanding. Ooh, fastball up high, little chin music as he gets out of the way. 3 balls and a strike. He was leaning in looking for something off speed, I think, right there, and it fooled him. Luckily, the Chicklets are still home. Three and 1 count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball catches the outside corner. Really nice pitch from Deloach, who has to chase down the baseball one more time. So a full count. And he doesn't like it because it ran through the water. Now the catcher's missed it. Now the catcher drops a ball. Comedy of errors. I think they created a song all night long. Wasn't that a Bee Gees or something? Oh, no, Lionel Richie. All night long, all night. Misses on the outside, does Deloach, and he issues the free pass to Glowenke, his second of the night. Now, not that I've seen Jimmy Glowenke run, but does he have pretty decent speed at first? Does have good speed, all right.
Number 5, Jack Dignam.
Jack Dignam will step in. Dignam grounded out to the first baseman and walked tonight. This is his third at bat, and they're going to run for Glewanke. And I believe it's going to be Kyle Gracie, as I see the very lanky, speedy Gracie heading over to first base, and it will be.
Now running at first base, number 15, Kyle Gracie.
So Gracie will run for Glewanke. I would assume Glewanke will come back in defensively, as the Riverboat Gambler wants to try and steal another run. How's that sausage? Pitch. Called strike on Dignam. Nice pitch from Deloach. Ahead in the count. No balls and a strike as the catcher, Moore, goes out to talk to him as he must have fouled him up. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you hand the ball back, then you don't throw it away, do you? Dignam will step back in from the left side. Dignam looking for his first hit tonight. Gracie ready to go at first. Here's the pitch from Deloach. Just misses as the catcher tries to frame it. Ooh, this one almost gets over his head. 1-1, the count on the left fielder, Jack Dignam. Deloach from the stretch. Gracie goes. Runner throw down to second, and he's going to get in. No, they ring him up. Gracie erased. On a nice tag by Newstifter. That'll go 2-6 on the putout. 2 outs now. It was a ball on Dignam. So he now has a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from Deloach. Strike. Right down the pipe. 2-2, and there's another ball thrown away. So the catcher has no problem getting it to second base. He can't get it to the pitcher. So maybe Deloach should just jog out to second base on every pitch. I'm thinking Steve Stone's going to have some things to practice over the weekend. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Dignam. So that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 6th. Marauders lead at 6-1. Up for the Hawks, it will be Marsh, and then back to the top of the order, Mueller and Alexander. You're watching Marcus Marauder Baseball here on CSR TV.
Do you need a boost in exposure? Want to reach local, community-minded folks with information about your business? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games for more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. It's also a way for your business to give back to the community by helping all these well-deserving student-athletes get some recognition for their accomplishments. The cost simply can't be beat for the effect it will have. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and best of all, it provides an opportunity for the best advertisement of all, word of mouth. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334, or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
All right, we're back for the top of the 6th inning. Ben Marsh leads it off for the Hawks, trailing 6-1 on your Marcus Marauders. Substitute out at second base. Dawson Shelburne in for Alex Jackson. So we'll have to see where he moves into the order if he does. But defensively now it's Shelburne at second. No balls on a strike on Marsh. ball, 1 strike now on Ben Marsh. Marsh struck out in the 3rd. This only his 2nd at bat of the game, as still continuing to do a masterful job on the mound is Jack Cushing. Here's a shot. Base hit from the 9-hole hitter, Ben Marsh. And the Hebron Hawk faithful become exuberant.
Now batting right fielder, number 8.
Wonder if that's his
Derek
mom.
Mueller.
Back to the top of the lineup, Derek Mueller grounded out to the shortstop, Glowanki, and struck out in the 3rd. On deck, Evan Alexander. No outs. Strike. Nice pitch from Jack Cushing. Paints the inside portion of the plate with a fastball. Cushing again throwing from the stretch. To the belt, throw on to first. Back easily is Marsh. Marsh gets a 2-step lead. To the plate with a pitch. Curveball drops inside for a strike. Jack Cushing continues to just own the inside part of the plate on this Hebron Hawk team. Derek Mueller, 0 for 2 on the night. Cushing trying to make it 0 for 3, and he goes high. Throw down to first. Venter's got to do a little ballet to get that one. No 2-2, though. 1-2, not no 2. Very nice. Throw on to first from the pitcher. Actually, that's not 2, that's 3. What were you saying? Stop messing me up, Komets. What are you doing? Put a headset on if you want to talk. It's 2-2. It's 1-2. Oh, the count is 1-2. I get it. Now I get it. I'm slow. Yes, it did. Finally, it's like the wave. Very old-fashioned. Here's the 1-2. Center field. Nick Miner ranges back. He'll make the play for out number 1. Fly out off the bat to center fielder. 1 out, and Evan Alexander comes to the plate. Marsh still camped over at first base. Alexander also hitless on the night. A strikeout in the 1st and a ground out to the pitcher in the 4th. Cushing from the stretch. He'll throw to first. Close play as he threw that one right to the glove of Venter. But Marsh is back in with the hefty 2-step lead. Fastball misses outside. Ball and no strikes on Alexander, who hits from the left side. Cushing will deal from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fouled off left side. It's going to be just foul off of Steve Stone's reach. And that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning. 5 outs left for the Hawks if they hope to come back against Jack Cushing and the Marcus Marauders, who lead it 6-1. Cushing will deal again. Fastball just misses on the outside corner. Cushing deals, foul back to the left side. Evens the count at 2-2. New Stifter will be next, unless a double play can erase the inning. New Stifter has been held very silent tonight. Fly out and a ground out on 3 pitches. Throw over to first, and Marsh is back in with the hefty 2-step lead. Not sure why Cushing is concerning himself over there, but here's the pitch. Curveball just misses the outside. Runs the count full to 3-2. Will Steve Stone put the runner in motion right here and try and keep them out of the double play if it's a ground ball? Or could it be the old-fashioned strike them out, throw them out? Here's the pitch from Cushing. Fastball. Got him. Swing and a miss. Smashing the bat on the ground is Evan Alexander, who has been retired for the third time tonight. 2 outs now. Runner on first, and Michael Newstifter will head to the plate.
Now batting shortstop, number 16, Michael Newstifter.
Newstifter flew out on 1 pitch in the first, grounded out on 2 pitches in the fourth. In from the right side, throw over to first, and the 2-step lead, dives back in. Safe is Ben Marsh. Marsh occupying the left field spot tonight for the Hebron Hawks. Here's the pitch to Newstifter. Curveball, strike. A big dose of those from Jack Cushing should make this a fairly easy at-bat. See if he challenges him here. Outside corner, Bernstein sets up. Cushing from the mound. Fastball fouled off, right side out of play, and he's got an 0-2 lead in the count. I believe we're going to get the wrinkler here. I know I would start it on the outside corner and let it go even farther. Bernstein's got to be out there to block to keep the runner at first. 0-2 count. Cushing, will he challenge or will he deal? Fastball misses out wide. Newstifter not offering. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Curveball, fouled right side. Will it stay in play? I do not believe so, as it finds its way into the visiting warm-up area or batting cages. And we've had our first cricket sighting. I guess that would be a sighting, would it? Was that the second one? Kind of slow on the button down there tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. Nice block by Bernstein. Keeps it in front of him and keeps the runner at first base in the person of Ben Marsh. Oh, I forgot to do Harry Carey, didn't I? We'll do Harry Carey for the Marcus half of the inning. Here's the pitch. Up high. Fastball misses. Full count now on a very dangerous hitter. Newstifter 0 for 2 on the night. 1 swing of the bat, though, could make this a 3-run game. Cushing steps off. Defense will play deep. They will not hold the runner on, so he'll have a chance to take off. Could leave right now if he wanted to. Here's the pitch. Down to third, foul. Nice play by Steve Stone. He'll throw it back in, and we'll do it all over again. Came with a fastball, challenged Newstifter. Here comes Cushing, 3-2. This one's hit, a bomb to left field, but it's going to go foul, I believe. And I got to believe Jack Cushing does not let Newstifter have that pitch again. I say you throw him a curveball and walk him. Or get him with it. But you don't throw that high fastball again. Cushing comes to the belt, throws, and walks Newstifter. Nice at bat from the Hawk third baseman, but you want to be careful with him. You saw what he did with the pitch that he hit foul. And it doesn't get any easier as Deloach doubled. Actually, he's got the only 2 hits, I believe, on the game for the Hawks. He singled and doubled. And the single was a dribbler to third. It's just tough play. Cushing. Strike on the outside corner. Ahead in the count on the opposing pitcher, Zach Deloach. Six to 1. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Last time Cushing got in trouble, a double play erased the inning for the Marauders. That was back in the 2nd. Since then, he's been on cruise control, only allowing 1 more than the minimum. Here's the pitch. Down low. Nice block by Bernstein. No swing. 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, Zach Deloach. Roped a ball for a double into right center field. And Nick Miner favors him to the left side. Interesting. Here's the pitch. Misses the curveball, waits on it, and it drops back in. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Deloach. Didn't like the call, but it was a nice backdoor pitch from Jack Cushing. Cushing will complete his senior year here at Marcus and head on to pitch for the Georgetown Hoyas. Cushing. Curveball. And I don't even have to say anything. I think you can tell what the reaction is. Bernstein was halfway to the third base dugout. Now the umpire's got words for someone in the dugout. I don't know if that was the Marcus dugout or fans that are over there by the dugout, but 2-2 on Deloach. I'm saying they're not going to get any calls here unless it's perfect. Shot towards third. Glowinski rises up, throws on to first, and that'll end the inning. No runs, on 1 hit. No runs on 1 hit, 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Harry Carey will join us when we come back on CSR TV.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
Pitching change for the Hebron Hawks. Nick Ferre's on, the right-hander, to throw for Steve Stone Squad. He will face Bryce Verplank. Last time it was Drew Jackson for Ryan Neff, so we'll have to see who comes up next. And then Nick Miner. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, let's welcome in the fake Harry Carey.
Hey, Doug. Good to be here. Marauders are having a good game tonight. That kid Cushing can get it done. What do you see going on over there? By the way, Komet, it's nice to meet you. They're going to give the pitcher some extra time. I'm going to step aside for a cool one. Back in a moment.
All right, Harry. Thanks for being here tonight. Harry, come back real quick. Put that frosty mug of root beer down, son. Bryce Verplank is going to step in and take you through the bottom of the sixth. It's Harry Carey, the fake Harry Carey.
Hey, hey, hey! Verplank's going to step in. Scored in the fourth inning. Young man's big, built like a brick house. Swings a piece of lumber that's got to be 44 inches long. That's all I can tell you.
The designated hitter, number 25, Bryce Verplank.
Hey, I can't. It's a high school game. Slider for a fastball on the outside corner. Verplank watches that one go by. He digs in from the right side. Here's the pitch. Curveball over the top, just misses. And this one is repete s'il vous plaît into right field. Maybe the catcher should pitch. He's got one heck of a changeup. Now he's going to make his way back to get the ball. It must have been the ball. It's out of round. That's a good one. I like that. Kometz here says they should install it too. Either like the bank or at a bowling alley. Delay of game, Hebron. Freeze steps off. They'll play the defense straight away. Verplank, the lanky one, in from the right side. Pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Verplank. Seems to me I recall another Verplank in a ball sport. I just can't recall which one it is. By the way, the Masters are going on. The Masters at Augusta. Put some bikini wax on that one. Curveball misses up high. My good friend, Gary McCord, pulled from his spot at the Masters for throwing down the bikini wax line. Here's a shot to second base. Stone throws on to first, and Verplank is retired. They're still trying to figure it out here in the booth.
Now batting for the Marauders, number 11, Josh.
I got to tell you, when I'm here, I'm definitely the most cerebral one in the booth. That's the way it is. Cerebral. Spell that. Spell that. In to hit, number 11, Josh, and you got to love this name, Ringsdorf. Did I say it right? I did. Harry Carey, the fake Harry Carey here at Marana Field. Freeze, pitches, misses up high. Marauders lead it 6-1. On the back of Jack Cushing like a big gorilla. There's a strike to Ringsdorf. He's going to have to take the chains off if he's going to swing here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Up high with a fastball. 2 balls and a strike. And you gotta love the organ music. By the way, when we head to the middle of the 7th, we'll do Take Me Out to the Ball Game. In honor of me, of course. Unless, of course, the Marauders have already won by then. And then we'll pour the frozen root beer. Here's the pitch. Down low, misses, runs the count even to 1-1. Check that. It's now 3-1. I missed a couple pitches. Ringsdorf, the left-hander. Open stance, inviting the pitcher to throw one on the inside corner. Phrase doesn't do so and gets a strike. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Did y'all catch that? 3-2-1. Misses up high, and it's a walk to Ringsdorf. Very familiar with first base is Ringsdorf.
Now batting center fielder number 2, Nick Miner.
One of my favorite players, Nick Miner, into the game. And here comes, they call him Wheels. It's Michael Wheeler to run for Ringsdorf.
Now running at first base, number 22, Michael Wheeler.
He's so fast you can barely see him. Of course, when you're looking through Coke bottles, you can't see anybody. Here's the pitch up high for a ball. Throw over to first. And Wheeler stumbles back in. Six to 1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, right side, way back. It's out of play. And I believe there's a mom over there that got hit. Fastball fouled off again. Miner can get the bat in the right spot. It'll be a base hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Phrase to deliver. Timeout on the field. Little bit of a breeze here at home plate, but the center field flag drooping straight down. The fake Harry Carey here at Marauder Field in Flower Mound. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Oh, goodness. He missed it on the outside corner. Two balls and 2 strikes on Nick Miner. Pitcher taken all day. Here's the pitch. Curveball up high. No, he's arrowed out by the umpire. It's the bow and arrow strikeout. Miner goes down looking.
Now batting right fielder, number 14, Ashton Easley.
2 outs, and Ashton Easley comes to the plate for the Marauders. 6-1 here from Marauder Field. Marauders lead the visiting Hebron Hawks. Throw over to first, and Wheeler back in Easley. No, wait, that's Easley at the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, towards short. This is going to be a tough play for New Hampshire. He can't get it, and on with an infield hit is Ashton Easley. 2 runners on for the scary guy. They call him Jason. Do you walk him with runners on? He's deadly. 2 home runs tonight.
Number 9, Brendan Fincher.
I'm not a bowler, but I believe they call 3 home runs a turkey. Then they're going for the turkey. Right, whatever you say. Runners at first and second for the big first baseman. Fastball. Ooh, what a pretty pitch. I got to say, he probably won't see the inside curveball. This one misses up high. Evens the count at 1-1. Venter with a couple cow patty balls tonight here in Texas. We don't have those in Chicago. Normally they find themselves into a frosty root beer cup. That's what we have up there. We don't do peanut butter cups. By the way, come out to the new Wrigley Field, where you can no longer see from the outfield anymore. Forget those folks. They didn't pay for their tickets. 2 balls and a strike on Venter. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Chin music to Venter. Right on cue with the chin music. Three balls and a strike. Hey, he's due for a hit. Ball 4. And that'll load the bases up for Matt Bernstein.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17, Matt Bernstein.
Stepping in from the right side, it's Matt burning down the house steam. He's on fire. Fraze from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Down low. And the catcher walks the ball out to avoid another turnover. Sorry, wrong sport. Been watching March Madness. Doug, you're awfully quiet.
I hear you're doing a great job here.
Thank you, Doug. Ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Down low to Bernstein. Fraze has got to come to him. Nowhere to put him. Apartments are all full. Here's the pitch. Inside, 3-0. And there's another error on the pitcher. Nick Fraze on the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Base hit could plate a couple. It's the fake Harry Carey along with Evan. Sorry, Evan. Didn't see how your name was spelled. Shot! Center field! This one's deep! Way back! All the way to the fence! And the catch is made. No runs on a hit. 3 runners left on. We head to the top of the 7th. That's it for me, folks. Back to Doug when we come back on CSR TV. Thanks for joining us. Back in a moment.
Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShockboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
Back at Marauder Field in Flower Mound, where the Marauders lead the Hebron Hawks 6-1. 3 outs for the Hawks to get it done. Or the Marauders will run the record to 8-2, dropping Hebron to 7-3. Alex Albright has checked in for the Marauders. Moving over to third base is Brendan Venter. At first base, it's the senior Patrick Kometz.
Leading off for the Hawks in the top of the seventh. The designated
Ross Lau. Oh, I almost went back into Harry, didn't I? Thanks, Harry. Ross Lau. Lau will step up for the Marauders. No, he will step up against the Marauders. He's a Hawk. I can't figure out who I am. This bipolar thing is really getting me. Shot towards second. 2 bounces, fielded, and thrown to first by Shelburne. And just like that, 2 outs to go, and this one is history. Lane Moore, the catcher, will step in for the Marauders. Maybe I should go to my Pat Summerall.
Now batting for the Hawks.
I'm Pat Summerall. Another guy that'd like to throw down a few root beers. Shot foul. Lane Moore, 0 for 2, struck out and flew out to the shortstop, Glowinski. Here's a pitch. Repete, s'il vous plaît, same place. 2 strikes on the batter. As Lane Moore continues to struggle at the plate against Jack Cushing. Cushing will deal from the windup. He's got the sign from Bernstein, sets up outside, fastball, check swing, down to third. Venter, 1 hop, throw on to first. Kometz has got it, and there's 2 outs in the inning. Alec Davis, check that. Harrison Hoffman, is that who we have coming in?
Now batting for the Hawks, number 10, Harrison Hoffman.
Harrison Hoffman in to hit for Alec Davis. 1 out to go for Jack Cushing. He's only surrendered 3 hits on the night. First pitch misses. Behind in the count, 1 ball and no strikes on Harrison Hoffman. Cushing, fastball, called strike, evens the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Cushing deals into the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Has not struggled too much. Has at the most seen only 4 hitters in an inning. That happened 3 times. No, check that. He saw 5 in the 6th inning. This one is wide left, a la Florida State. 3-1 now, as Bernstein didn't even offer at it. If Hoffman makes it, it looks like 17 will come in to hit. That'll be Tristan Thatcher for the Hebron Hawks, who Steve Stone is starting to clear the bench. Here's a 2-hopper to second. Oh, and guess what? Second base, they need to try and fix that, as Shelburne has it go right between the 5-hole. He'll never be a hockey goalie. Tell him you got to stack the pads on that one. So an error 4. That's 3 errors now out of the second base position tonight for the Marauders. You got to believe Jeff Sherman's going to have to try and figure out a way to plug that hole. And Thatcher up now for the Hawks. Misses down low, behind in the count. And a smart job by senior Matt Bernstein. Goes out and gives a little tap of encouragement to his senior pitcher. One out to go, and the Marauders will run the record to 8-2. Down low for a strike. And that caught Thatcher by surprise. He flinched as it hit the glove. Wonder if he had his eyes closed. We know the umpire did. Here's the pitch. Looked like it was in the same place, but this one is a ball. 2 balls and a strike on Thatcher, the pinch hitter hitting for Jarrett Farley. Cushing, swing and a miss. Last strike now for the Hawks, who sat tied in district play coming into this affair. One more strike out of the hand of Jack Cushing, and the Marauders will run their record to 8-2. Swing and a miss, and that's it. Marauders win it 8-2. Or check it, run their record to 8-2, win it 6-1. Post-game show comes up next here on CSR TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, final score. Hebron Hawks 1. Your Marcus Marauders 6. Please be careful on your way home. Thank you for coming out this evening.
Thank you.
Direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
In Command Broadcasting, a sports TV broadcasting and marketing company. In Command Broadcasting provides a wide array of turnkey video production and streaming services. In Command services include filming of sporting events, season highlights, school graduations, corporate infomercials, and documentaries. In Command streams your sporting event or company function over the internet live or on demand. Call 972-851-7888 to raise the energy of your next event. In Command Broadcasting, 972-851-7888.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Writer Gerald Early said that when they study our civilization 2,000 years from now, there will only be 3 things that Americans will be known for: the Constitution, baseball, and jazz music. GDYO's Jazz Institute provides young musicians in North Texas the opportunity to learn what it means to be a jazz musician through weekly technique classes and combo rehearsals with professional jazz musicians. From the first note to the final round of applause, GDYO Jazz Institute concerts will amaze and delight both hardcore jazz cats and new fans alike. Learn more about the truly original American art form through the GDYO Jazz Institute online at gdyo.org/jazz.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported.
Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShotboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShotboxDFW.com today. ShotboxDFW.com.
Back on the postgame show, joined by head coach Jeff Sherman, and coach, a 6-1 win, 5 hits, 3 errors. I know that's something you're going to want to work on, is eliminating that from the equation tonight, but a nice, real nice outing by Jack Cushing, and pretty strong defense everywhere else behind him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was really thrilled with how we played tonight, especially Jack. I mean, that club has 4 hitters over 375. And, we held them at bay with only 4 hits, so I'll take that, you know. And, tonight was all about executing in the right situation. So, yeah.
8-2 record now, and I believe your overall record will run to 14-4. That's not as important as the 8-2.
Yes, sir.
Still a couple games behind Flower Mound, but plenty of time to catch back up. And, of course, the top 4 teams in this district should make the playoffs, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you want to be in good position, but then again, I know you want to win this district.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, we want to win every game. I mean, that's our objective here. And that's our culture that we try to we get our kids to buy into. And, I mean, Marcus shouldn't expect anything less being at Marcus High School and at this school, because we have great players. And so, we got to come in and battle and be focused. We had one of our best practices of the year yesterday, and it translated to today. Except for the defensive side, we got. I mean, like you said, we got to shore that up. We'll get that going. I think there's a lot of accountability here. We got a lot of great players, like I was telling you earlier. And the cool thing about tonight is we had great tempo. Like we always had. We got his pitch count up to 91 in the 5th, and we didn't swing at strikes. Where Deloach has been good all year is making players swing at balls, and we were very disciplined. We really harped on that, and we didn't get a lot of hits tonight. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't know how many walks we had, but we had a lot of walks in a lot of key situations. So, that's what's big for us is executing our offense. It doesn't matter about hits, but executing the right situation. We got 6 runs. And the last 2 games and our 2 victories we've come off. If someone made an error, we executed. So that's signs of a great team. Like, hey, thanks for the gift. Here we go. We're gonna get rolling.
You've got Brendan Venter hitting in the 2-hole, and a lot of people would say, "Gosh, Coach, I mean, a guy like that, you'd have him in the 3 or the 4-hole, looking at RBIs." But he continues to produce for you. A big home run in the first inning, and then Deloach throws him the exact same pitch that he threw him in the first inning. And what does Brendan Venter do with it in third? He parks it again, and this time tacks on 2 more runs with his own.
No doubt. I mean, let's think about this. I think he's one of the best hitters in the state of Texas. Wouldn't you want the best hitter in the state of Texas to bat the most?
I don't disagree with you.
It comes back to this. We don't play 9 innings. If we play 9 innings, I'll put him at 4-hole. I mean, it makes sense. But we don't play 4. We don't play 9 innings. We play 7, and sometimes we play 6, like tonight. And I want that guy to bat as many times as a year goes. Him and Bernstein and Ashton Easley. And then you have guys that are really doing a great job, who are great players. I shouldn't say role players, but they're doing a great job lowering that lineup. Is turning the bat over. Verplank's hitting the ball real well right now, and Minor's been hitting the ball all year. He just feels comfortable down there, and he just executes. I mean, they had a key bunt today, and the execution part of that was just huge for us. And then guys that are pinch hitting and coming in, I mean, they're doing a great job staying focused. Our dugout presence has been the best it's ever been since here, and that's one thing that I'm very proud of. I mean, that tells you that our team's bought in. I mean, we're bought into one mission, one thing, and sometimes it might be ugly, sometimes it might be right, but hey, at the end of the day, we're getting a dub, so that's what's important.
I noticed, and you very rarely at third base don't have the slot machine arm going where you just keep rolling it when people come at you.
Yeah.
but you actually stopped somebody down there at third when Verplank got the hard hit, and I know it was right at the left fielder. But you were a little cautious there. I was surprised by that.
Yeah. It was Glowinky. The execution part of Glowinky, we talked about this, the execution part of Glowinky on that play wasn't what he was supposed to do. We work on those kind of things all day. But, again, he's a sophomore.
Right.
And he's getting better. And that's one thing. I mean, if you would have saw him the first game, you would have been like, oh, my gosh. But he has gotten better, and he's really worked his game. I think he's a terrific shortstop. He hits the ball real well. His base running needs to step up just a little bit, and he'll be a complete player. And he's doing a great job for us. But on that play, that should have been all in, and we talked about those things. But he misread it, and he thought maybe the shortstop would have been right behind it, so he stopped. On a normal team, he probably would have stopped and would have done exactly that. But, yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, that's why the slot machine wasn't running around. I did stop someone.
The Riverboat Gambler was at Doc.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that way. Yeah. Well, another great win for you. Obviously, a lot of guys see the field. You get a lot of pinch runners in trying to move people along. What I consider a very good win against a very good Hebron Hawk team. So as you look forward to next week, what are the things you guys focus on coming to next week?
Man, it's a busy week. We got 3 games, and 2 of them beat us in the first round. So we just need to keep playing better baseball. I mean, the things that I look at right now is try to play the best baseball to the very end, and whenever that very end is, I mean, if it's at the last game of the regular season or if it's a state championship. I mean, we want to get better, and if we're fortunate enough to make the playoffs here, we want to keep playing better baseball. So next week, I think what I harped on this week is just keep getting better, like. No matter what it is, don't take backtracks. If it's better from an intensity standpoint, let's get better there. If we need to get better at just having confidence, let's get better there. And we're starting to grasp that, starting to get there. I think at the beginning of the year, I feel just with our guys, they have this weight on their back a little bit of as far as like letting go, and hopefully we just unleash that. And if we unleash it, I think we can be a very, very dangerous team in postseason. Postseason. I say that for the rest of the season.
We expect postseason.
Yeah,
so I think you're right. I think you're right about that.
I hope so. But I mean, but like I just hope that we just unleash that, let that go, and because I still feel like we have something to prove. When you can't win a championship that way. You got to be just as free just free and letting it go. And great teams win that way. And just let the expectations play out themselves. Great teams win, But anyways, tonight's a good sign though.
A week from tonight, the crosstown rival Flower Mound Jaguars will come into town. How do you keep your team focused? You talked about 3 games next week. How do you keep them focused on the games before that so that they don't overlook those teams before next Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this right now. We don't care about who we play. We don't. We're going to play our game. We're going to play the best of our ability, and we're going to get after someone's rear end, and that's our job. That's our motion. We don't care that we're playing. I mean, tonight everybody pumped up that this is the big game of the Texas 6A baseball. So it was the game of the week or whatever. And who cares? We're going out and playing. We're going to execute our game. We play Flower Mound. Who cares? We're going to go out there and execute, play our game. And last game was definitely an even match, and they get it in the 14th. And it was just a great ball game. Either way you look at it. Tonight, next week. It's the same game. We just want to play the best of our ability, and I think that's all we're looking for.
All right, fair enough, Coach. Head Coach Jeff Sherman. Get the kids home, get them asleep, get them back to practice. All right, another victory for the Marcus Marauders from here at Marauder Field. A 6-1 victory over the visiting Hebron Hawks. We thank you for joining us on the broadcast here on CSR TV. For Evan Nemec, I'm Doug Branch. Thank you for joining us. Back again next week on CSR TV with Marcus Marauder Baseball. Have a good evening.
Keep